We're here today at Base Performance Simulators near Banbury, where Darren Turner's business is helping out the GT entrants and drivers for next month's Baku World Challenge. And Darren, we've got a new facility here, the two-seater GT simulator. It's going to be a real benefit for some of the guys going to the new street circuit next month.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Danny Watts here today to learn the circuit. He's never been there like anyone. It's a whole new setup, so it gives him a chance to learn the circuit and get the whole sort of detail of that circuit ingrained before he even gets there. The biggest problem you have when you go to these new tracks is the limited track time that you have, and being able to sort of put together sort of 10, 20, 30, 40 laps in a simulator before you get there, so you know exactly where you're going to go, means you're not having to do that whole learning process when you're there. So hopefully it gives Danny a good chance to sort of get up to speed before he even gets to the circuit.
Terrific. So let's go and see Danny. He's fully ensconced in the GT simulator, so let's see how he's getting on. So we're now with Danny Watts, who will be driving for the Track Speed Porsche team at the Baku World Challenge, and he's about to go down the pit lane and have the first ever laps of the circuit. Danny, your first impressions, I know you did some reconnaissance laps earlier this morning, your first impressions of this dramatic and quick circuit?
Well, first of all, it looks a lot of fun. It's got a little bit of everything. There's some very tight, slow-speed chicanes. There's a couple of fast sections as well. Also, it opens up into sort of a three-lane motorway, and then the section in the middle is very, very tight and narrow. So, from what I can see, there's a couple of overtaking opportunities, which is interesting, of course. But above all, it looks a lot of fun.
In terms of a street circuit, there are so many different quirks and idiosyncrasies about the track. But for you, using this simulator, the Base Performance Simulator, how much of an advantage is it for you personally as a driver to just get those reference points and understand the Baku street circuit?
I think it's absolutely crucial, and it's critical that you get your homework done as a driver before you actually turn up at the circuit itself. And the amount you can use just by doing a day on a simulator, learning the whole intricacies of the circuit. You know, the corner radius, but where the bumps are, the curb usage, how aggressive the curbs are. So when you turn up, it's not completely alien to you. I mean, 10 years ago, you wouldn't be able to do it. Literally, you'd turn up, you'd have to walk the circuit, and the first time you get a true feel for it was in practice, whereas now, you can get so much of the work done before you actually turn up to the race. So you as a driver are much, much better prepared.
Well, we better have a few more laps in this this little fella here, so let's go. Oh, do I have to get out in the regulation 5 seconds as well? Wow, tremendous stuff, Danny. Thanks very much for that insight into the Baku World Challenge circuit. And now from the simulator to the track, the final rounds of the FIA GT Series in the capital of Azerbaijan, Baku. Join us on the 22nd to the 24th of November.